Here's something painful to hear. Most traders don't fail because they're bad. They fail because they quit right before they were about to succeed. Think about it. You've been grinding, watching charts, studying strategies, losing trades, and one day you just say, "I can't do this anymore." That's the moment when most people walk away. But what if I told you that moment of frustration, that breaking point, is actually a sign that you were this close to making it? In this video, we'll break down exactly why traders quit right before success, how your brain tricks you into stopping early, and what separates the ones who make it from the ones who disappear. If you've ever thought about quitting trading, watch this before you do. The cycle. Every trader goes through. Every trader starts the same way, hopeful. You watch a video. You see charts move. You imagine freedom, working from your laptop, no boss, no alarm clock, just profits. That's the dream phase. Then you open your first demo account. You make a few wins. You feel unstoppable. This is easy. I got this. Then you go live and everything changes. Suddenly the charts feel different. You're scared to click buy or sell. You double check every candle. You take losses. And that confidence starts to fade. Then comes the frustration phase. You start switching strategies, indicators, mentors. You tell yourself, maybe it's my system. You're chasing that feeling again, that early hope. But here's the truth. Most traders don't fail here. They fail in the next phase, the one no one talks about, the disillusionment stage. This is where months pass. You've read books, watched every YouTube video, tried 5 different indicators, and still, your account's red. That's when you start questioning yourself. Maybe I'm not built for this. Maybe trading's a scam. Maybe I should just quit. That's the valley, the silent test that separates dreamers from professionals. Why most traders quit, the brain's role. Here's the brutal truth. Your brain hates uncertainty. When you lose trades, your brain sees it as pain, the same pain as physical injury. And when pain repeats, your subconscious says, avoid it at all costs. That's why most traders quit, not because they can't learn, but because they can't handle emotional pain long enough to learn. Trading is the only field where you can do everything right and still lose. No instant feedback, no guaranteed progress, and that breaks most people mentally. See, your brain loves patterns. It loves knowing, if I study hard, I'll pass. If I work extra, I'll get promoted. But trading doesn't work that way. You can study for 6 hours and still lose tomorrow. You can do nothing and win by luck. That randomness, that chaos, destroys your dopamine system, so you start doubting yourself. You start chasing wins just to feel good again, and when the losses return, your brain screams, "Stop! Enough!" That's when 90% of traders quit. Not because they weren't capable, but because their mind couldn't survive the emotional roller coaster long enough to cross the learning curve. The invisible wall before success. Here's what nobody tells you. Every trader who eventually becomes consistent hits a wall, a point where they're mentally exhausted, broke, and ready to quit. And that wall? That's actually the final test before success. Because consistency doesn't appear after you find the perfect strategy. It appears when you stop searching for perfection and start executing with discipline. You see, early on, traders think success means no losses, but pros know success means controlled losses. The difference between failure and mastery is mindset. The failed trader says, this doesn't work. And the consistent trader says, this works. I just need to work it. Every trader who made it, from the 7-figure prop trader to the solo home trader, went through the same curve. They lost. They almost quit. Then one day, they realized it's not about predicting. It's about managing, and that's the moment everything changes. Real trader stories, relatable narrative. Let me tell you a story. Trader. Let's call him Adam. Adam starts trading during lockdown. He studies YouTube videos, learns setups, wins a few trades, then loses his entire account in a single bad week. He gets angry, switches strategies, deposits again, same cycle. By month 6, he's done. He says, this isn't for me. Trader B, let's call her Sarah. Sarah goes through the same thing. But instead of quitting, she journals. Every loss, every win, every emotion. She studies herself, not just the charts. After 8 months, she realizes her issue wasn't her strategy. It was fear. She'd close winners too early, Let losers run, she adjusts. She gets consistent. Both traders had the same skill level, same starting point, different reaction to pain. Adam quit before he saw the pattern. Sarah pushed through long enough to understand it. That's the difference between 90% and 10%. It's not about who's smarter. It's about who can handle losing without losing themselves. Why? Winning is boring, and that's good. Here's something pros know: winning in trading is boring. Real consistency isn't adrenaline, hype, or 20 trades a day. It's patience, structure, and repetition. But most traders don't want that. They want excitement. They want the rush. And when that rush fades, they think they've failed. In reality, boredom is a sign of progress. It means you've stopped gambling and started operating like a professional. If your trading feels boring, that's good. It means your brain's calm. You're following process, not impulse. That's what 95% never reach, because they quit when the game stops feeling exciting. How to break through: actionable value. If you're on the edge of quitting, here's how you push through. Journal everything. Don't just record trades. Record emotions. Was I calm? Did I follow my plan? Over time, you'll see patterns, your real weaknesses. Shift your focus. Stop chasing profits. Start chasing skill. Set goals like execute 10 perfect setups this week, not make $500. Reduce noise. Stop following 10 different traders. Pick one mentor, one system, and stick to it for 3 months. Mastery comes from depth, not variety. Redefine success. Success isn't winning trades, it's staying consistent when you lose. The market rewards emotional control, not emotional excitement. Build your identity. Say this: I am a trader who follows my plan, not my emotions. Identity drives behavior. Behavior creates results. The emotional turning point: one day, it clicks. Not the market, you. You start seeing trades differently. Losses don't sting as much. Wins don't excite you as much either. You've become neutral. And that's when consistency begins. That's the stage every pro reaches right after they almost quit. Right after they thought they were wasting their time. Right after they said, maybe I'm done. That's when the breakthrough happens. Because trading success isn't about learning the market, it's about learning yourself. And most traders never stay long enough to meet the person they were supposed to become. So remember this: most traders quit right before they succeed. Not because they lacked skill, but because they ran out of patience. The market will always test your emotions before it rewards your discipline. If you can survive the mental war long enough, you'll find that success was never far away. It was just waiting for you to stop quitting too soon. This is edge mind trading, and we don't chase the market. We master the mind behind it. Subscribe and let's build that edge, one mindset at a time.